Welcome to The Truth with Trinity, and I am your host, Trinity. And if this is your first time tuning into the podcast, I wanted to send you a warm welcome. Here I talk about issues that happen within the black community, not only to talk about them, but hopefully some resolution or at least some food for thought to go about your daily way. So without further ado, I'd like to go into this episode's topic, which is it time that the black man and woman found their own new world? So it's mighty ironic that this system always mocks black people for their black on black crime when Europeans have a significant history in oppressing other Europeans. Hence, their reasoning for searching for a new world, America. When you look back at the old kings and queens, going back to King Henry V and even before them, but King Henry VIII. And you look about, you talk about Elizabeth I, and which is pretty much around the time period Elizabeth I when they, started to come over to America. And although they took another man's land and called it their own, should black people ask themselves the same question? Is it time for us to find our new world outside of America? And I say outside of America because when you look at the history of the places and the things and the neighborhoods that we've tried to build ourselves, when you look at the Rosewood burnings, when you look at the massacre and burning on Wall Street, Black Wall Street, the list can go on. So every time we as black people in this country have tried to build something for ourselves, they always destroy it. Yet they say that we're always asking for handouts. And I wanted to put something on your mind. The color of the founding fathers of this country in America and people like George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, and James Monroe, and don't forget Benjamin Franklin, these people do not resemble our founding fathers or our fathers, period, as black people. I mean, they're white. Do these men look like our fathers? As a matter of fact, I was on Twitter last night and a commenter posted a Ku Klux Klan poster that had them burning crosses in the background and stated America is for whites. But let's go deeper though. Let's break that down. Let's look at some facts. Despite how hard we fight for equality, there aren't any laws for white people to kill black people. There aren't any crimes. They'll say that there's all sorts of laws that they can point at in the book, but those laws really don't apply to non-whites. And that's what we're starting to pick up on in this country. No matter the education level of the black man or woman, he is still considered less than in this country. If she or he is uneducated, they mock us. If she or he is very educated, they also mock us, calling us arrogant, as if to say we should stay in our place. They have stated we won't be civilized, but every time we have had great leaders like Dr. Martin Luther King, like Malcolm X, and the list could go on, they have tried or attempted, anytime that someone in this country, like Dr. Martin Luther King, has tried to mesh this country together and unifying all people, or anytime a great black leader has tried to civilize us as a black people, they always end up coming up assassinated. It's because we live in a system that profits and benefits off of our ignorance and what we don't know, and our disharmonious relationship amongst one another with black people. One person asked, why do they hate us so much and want to kill us just because of our skin color? When the truth is, it's more than our skin color that most of them hate. It is the fact that our DNA and our lineage is a direct descendant to God. And I wanted to ask you who are listening, are we as black people like sitting ducks in America, being hit like target practice? They say they have laws to stand your ground, but we are not allowed to defend ourselves or to speak up in this country. We as a people keep asking the same people within a system to give us mercy when it's not a part of their playbook to do so. So it's like an abused woman, a battered woman that keeps looking to go back to her abuser and seeing the best in him when there really may never be any. And it's also like we as a people keep knocking on a soundproof door. Basically, no sound is getting through as far as in regards to us asking for equality or justice or any type of respect. And I wanted to give out some pointers on what we need to do as a people. We have to stop practicing rituals that displeases God. And if you don't believe in God, this is a good time to start, especially with the condition of what's going on with black people in this country. And why do we need to stop practicing these rituals that displeases God? Because it gets us out of sync with God. It lowers our chakras and our energy field for protection. Because a lot of the things and practices that we find popular as black people, the system knows our God better than we do, of our forefathers. And they know that what majority of what we consider popular is putting us out of alignment with our God. And the beautiful part about our God, the God over Jacob, the God over the 12 tribes, the God of Judah, which we are a part of that tribe, is that he's having more mercy on us right now because he knows the condition of how we are and what we're in. But we have to recondition ourselves not to see our own brother and sister as enemies and take the responsibility of helping and teaching any one of us willing to listen. And we need to do this because if we're ever going to make a change and perhaps build ourselves up to be able to leave this country, and I'm not talking about go back to Africa, because, some of us were not captured from Africa and we really don't have a place there. And we're, most of us are very, including myself, we have a lot of American ways. And, we don't know the direct tribe we come from. Or they've mixed us up so much, we don't know, a lot of us don't know where we come from. We need our own territory. We need somewhere, a piece of land that no one lives in, and we need to build our own. And we can't just move to a land and think that everyone's going to be, for the most part, in harmony. In harmony. That's why we have to build right now with each other, getting along with each other. Stop killing each other. Stop backstabbing each other. Stop trying to hurt our own brother and sister just to please a system that cares nothing for us. So that when we do, go to the next land, we'll be able to build with each other. And my last point is, I wanted to put this on your mind. Lastly, what if we as black people took our savings, money, resources, and skills and left America to find our own new world, just like they did? We have enough teachers, doctors, nurses, mechanics, architects, mason builders, agriculture specialists, lawyers, judges, plumbers, scientists to build our own new land. We should go to an uncharted territory to start our own schools, justice system, and homes for our own children, and with a military to defend it. We have been in captivity in America for over 700 plus years. After all, we are not free in a place where a people can do with us as they like. Isn't it time we free ourselves and make our own Declaration of Independence? I just wanted to say before I go that I love each and every one of you, and it's been a pleasure talking with you today. And if you would like to get in contact with me, or if you have any questions or suggestions, you can reach me at thetruthwithtrinity.com. You can also listen to my podcast on Spotify, Anchor, or YouTube. And always remember, if you can't tell the truth with anyone else, you can with Trinity. Till next time, take care.